I don't know, I feel like everything that can be said about Arc Raiders has been said by everybody else who's, touched or reviewed the game so far. Combat is fluid as fuck. The movement is fluid as fuck. I don't know what fucking shit Embark is smoking, but god damn, do they know how to make a good looking game? Like, not graphics wise, just art style wise. Finals was very pastel, very bright colors, very flat looking. This is complete opposite. It's retro futurism done its absolute best. Every single different outfit looks so different from each other, yet they all are stylistically pleasing in completely different ways. Like, I could be a sci-fi cowboy if I wanted to. I could look like I'm gonna. And there's so much potential, like, in different directions they can go with it. They're claiming for it to be a 10-year game, which, that's never a... I don't think that's ever been a good thing to claim about a game. Just look at Halo Infinite.
Welcome to the fucking Arc Raiders rant. Let me talk about Halo.
it's always just gonna end up back to Halo. I can't escape it, man. It's just doing everything right. Like, where Halo is just fucking flipping and fumbling, this game just does everything right. Sure, there's microtransactions, but you can't really escape that in today's, climate.
Yeah.
It's a very, very polished game. It's less than the average AAA price of games.
You said Polish, and I was like, Polish?
Polish?
The fuck does that mean?
So yeah, no, very polished game.
Polished, yeah.
It's under the typical price for AAA games at the moment. It's an extraction shooter done for the casual audience, and it nails it. It's still an extraction shooter, so it still sucks when you die and lose your hours of progress, but, someone who... I've always had an interest in the genre, but I've never gotten that far into it besides Vigor, back on the Xbox One. God, Vigor was such a baller game. But it's just... the rest of the genre, like, I have really wanted to try Hunt Showdown, but I'm just so... I don't want that game with its a lot smaller player count than this. I don't want to get a game. Yeah, I don't want to get a game and then not be able to play it because the servers aren't, populated. But this game is fucking pumping. Well, we're almost 2 months after launch. 400... It hit its all-time peak today. What the fuck? It just goes to show that when a dev team cares about the fucking game they're making, it's gonna just do numbers. Who would have guessed that treating your players with an ounce of respect pays off? It's exactly what I was saying in my last video, where these AAA studios, they're not making games for the players, they're making products for you to spend your money on. This is very much a game made for the players. They've refined everything about Tom Clancy's The Division and, Tarkov Dash, Hunt Showdown, and then they've just condensed it, made it very accessible, very easy. The proximity chat is very good. As much as I dislike big streamers, they're fucking doing their part in, building a community for the game. It's just everything done right, where these other AAA studios are doing everything to just fall flat on their face. And if they keep going with, fresh decks, fresh events, having multiple versions of the same map for different events and different variations is also a very nice touch, which makes playing the same maps over and over and over again feel a bit more fresh. Because that's the one issue I do have with this so far, is the map selection. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong. I'm not that far in the game. I'm level 24. I've only got 30-ish hours in the game, so I've got a long way to go before I get to the quote-unquote end game of Arc Raiders. But for what's available for me to sink my teeth into right now, it is solid as fuck. I have very little complaints for the game. It can be very ratty, but that's kind of just the nature of extraction shooters as a genre, and, I can say that I've sat in the extraction with a very overpowered gun and just wait for people to come to me. I'll admit it, I'm a piece of shit, I know. But it's good, it gives you that option for the playstyle. The gadgets, oh my god, there's so many different variations of gadgets that you can use, and they can all be used in incredibly creative ways. As comes with any game where you gotta rely on trust, there's a lot of backstabbing and a lot of betrayal. It's very, very community ran, and I fucking love that in games like these. The games where you can rely on, every game to be a completely different experience depending on how you play and the people you run into. Like meeting up with a bunch of random dudes and just playing a jig on a fucking flute and a guitar for the entire game. That can happen. Or you making friends with a big group of 8 dudes and then taking on a big boss robot. That can happen. Or you saving a dude who's crying for his life just for him to shoot you in the ass right as you're about to extract. It can all happen. And every game never feels the same. It's perfect. It's exactly what you want. Oh, and every single weapon. Besides the Rattler, with its very, very arse ammo capacity, every single weapon I've used so far, which is not all of them, I've only used a couple, but every weapon feels satisfying as fuck. They're punchy, they're weighty, the sound design is impeccable in this game. There's very few games that have, that super just distinctive and iconic sound. And I feel like this could be a game that in, 10 years' time, it's kind of similar to how, Fortnite, when Fortnite first came out, how those original sound effects just stuck with people. I feel like this could definitely have that impact as well. And it's been so long since we've seen anything shake up the gaming space as much as this has. And it's pretty. Oh my god, this game is pretty. They've got it to run so well, even on the Xbox Series S. It's black magic. It really is like
Yeah, it's working really well. I get no stutters, there's no massive frame drops.
Oh, and the movement. Some of the leaks that came out for the game showed jetpacks and thrusters and very arcadey, floaty style movement, but I am so happy they went with this real grounded style of that semi-realistic. It's not even realistic, it's just grounded. And it fits so well. It adds to the tension of the game, it adds to the sneakiness to it. When you and your mate have hairpins and you're strolling through a hospital, crouch walking like it's fucking Splinter Cell, it is the coolest shit. And the arc enemies. I feel like the arc enemies were handled very well. It's very, very difficult to balance AI enemies in games like these. And this, oh my god, it's great. I love post-apocalyptic, I love Last of Us aesthetic, and mixing that with very 1950s retrofuturism, very Fallout, very Meet the Robinsons. It is so cool. And I've wanted a game with movement like this for so long. Because there's just no game that scratches that, Ghost Recon Breakpoint itch. And this does. This game definitely is incredibly reliant on player interactions and interactions with the Ark. And fuck have they made the Arks in this game feel very, very good to fight against. They're smart enough to where, they're not just brain-dead bullet sponges, but then they're not overly smart to where it feels like it's unfair to fight them. And another great thing is that the Arks aren't just, you shoot them till they die. They have ways to kill them that makes them easier. Like with these fireball guys, you gotta wait till they open and expose their weak spot. Or with the flying ones, you gotta take out their rear wings to, make them lose control, which then makes them not be able to aim as well. It's just very simple stuff like that, which just makes the combat feel just that much, more immersive. The fact that this game's kept this amount of players, and it's still beating its record, and, it's almost 2 months after launch, that's pretty fucking good. Especially considering where Battlefield 6 is, which was also an extremely anticipated game, which had a lot of good reviews. They are in very different spots right now. You gotta bring up the elephant in the room is the, Embark's use of AI for character voices instead of hiring actual voice actors. That I'm really iffy about. It's not the worst way to use AI, but, when you're a company with the funds behind them, like Embark, just hire some voice actors, man. They don't have to be big names. They don't have to be anyone crazy. You don't need your, you don't need your Roger Craig Smiths. You don't need your... Smithers. You don't need them. Just hire some fucking nobodies, for $200. Imagine the amount of fans that would easily, for fucking, I don't know, a shout out, a free hand job. They would eat this shit up to voice act in a game like this. I prefer not to take anything, but I'd prefer this over having AI generated images. I do hope more weapons and new archetypes get added with each update as well. They don't need shitloads, but just the occasional one every major update. New arcs, I feel like, do need to be added more than new weapons. Just because fighting the same 5 archetypes over and over again, you know, that can get pretty stale. I think just overall so far, the game's in a great spot. And if they keep up the way they're going, it could be the next Fortnite, you know? Companies have been trying to get in on the extraction shooter genre for a very long time, and no one's been able to hit the mark. You know, they've all been trying to be the next big push for a genre. Because, you know, Fortnite came in the Battle Royale craze. You know, H1Z1 and PUBG did it first, but Fortnite's the first that really took off in a global scale. And then since then, no one's been able to replicate that same kind of hit. And this right now is replicating that same kind of hit. I'm very excited to see where this could lead as an industry push for more games like it, more games at a lower cost, and you know, more games that focus fun over, you know, getting your money. Got potential, and I'm very excited to see where it will lead. I'm running out of video ideas. I'll make one on High Guard when that comes out. Shit, I actually don't know what else to make a video. It's just a free wall. I need ideas. Please. Please, man. I'm begging. I need content. The algorithm likes me right now. I need content. I need to keep this push going. I need to come up with an idea for an outro, but I got nothing right now. So, fuck it. Arc Raiders. Forever.